Holy flippity flip flop flapping smokes, everyone. It has just started. Bank of America may be silently bailing in customers' deposits as customers are missing money, and this is not just one customer, but customer after customer is coming forward and saying their money is gone. This is something we've been going over extensively on the channel, that once you put your money into the bank, you're now an unsecured creditor. And like what happened in 2008, when the banks nearly failed, the government said the banks are too big to fail, we have to use taxpayers' money to bail out the big banks. That's right, $700 billion we paid for to bail out these big banks. Well, they created a new law, the Dodd-Frank Act, which means during the next financial crisis, the government will not be there to bail out the big banks, but guess who will be? That's right, you and me. And many people are completely unaware that this law was passed in 2008 and 2009, and are also unaware of actually how much cash, how much deposits bank have versus the money they lend out. Do you know they can take your deposit and lend it out infinite amount of times, and the banks will be lucky to have 5% of people's money when a full-on banking crisis hits. And I know what you're thinking, well, I don't need to worry because we have FDIC insurance. Well, people, there was also an insurer during the 2008 financial crisis, during the subprime mortgage crisis, but the insurer actually went bust. And according to the FDIC's website, they actually only have enough cash to cover 1.5% of all US deposits. But everyone, what are you here for? What is the latest issue with Bank of America? Remember, they were one of the banks that needed to get bailed out in 2008. They've had a lot of issues, while they've just been faced with some more issues yet again. People's money is gone and they are furious. Let's get into it. Well, everyone, look at this. Bank of America customers report disappeared money from accounts after Zelle issue. And so Bank of America customers lit up social media when they found out that their payments weren't being processed and also their money was missing. This person tweeted, "There's a Bank of America issue where Zelle transfers after 1/9 aren't being reflected in the balances of our bank account. Almost lost my mind when I saw 2,000 was missing from my account and they're not accepting his calls." And this lady tweeted, "Brianna, so cool how Bank of America magically disappeared a large Zelle transfer that had already posted and I had used to pay bills. Now I'm extremely in debt in my checking and I can't get a hold of them. Unbelievable." Well, that's exactly right, everyone. It is unbelievable. But you know what even is more confusing? Well, Bank of America is saying, well, this is just a Zelle issue. It's not our issue. Well, Zelle is actually saying, no, it's not our issue. So whose issue is it? What is really happening behind the scenes? Because people, banks don't want to cause a banking crisis. They don't want to cause a bank run, so they're never going to tell us the real issue that is going on. Zelle, a peer-to-peer payment processor that is available through more than 1,700 financial institutions, said the issue was not a result of any issue with the Zelle network. "We understand that a Zelle network financial institution may have experienced issues processing some of our customers' Zelle transactions, which has now been resolved," a Zelle spokesperson told Fox Business. Well, according to many customers, their issues still haven't been resolved. Look at this, everyone.
A scary day for some Bank of America customers Wednesday. They checked their accounts and found their money gone.
I'm missing $1,400 from my account, and they're telling me that there's no way they can help us. You missing money too? There you go.
It was a nationwide issue.
I get a text alert and it says my account is overdrawn.
One customer tweeted their balance of negative $2,000. Most complaints involve the payment transfer service Zelle.
I did see that what was causing my negative balance was the Zelle transfer that I had at one time seen in my account and had received notification. It just disappeared.
I went to see my bank account and then I saw there's $100 less.
Many customers tried to contact Bank of America customer service but say they were unsuccessful. The bank apologized on social media, saying Zelle transactions made between January 14th and January 17th may be delayed in occurring and posting to accounts. Transfers will appear in your account as soon as possible. As of 3 p.m. Eastern, they said the problem was resolved, but did not give a reason for the disruptions.
So again, people, you see more and more customers are coming forward that are furious to say they're missing money. But we still don't know what's really causing this issue. Well, what did we see with the latest banking earnings reports? We see banks are taking huge losses, and they're also putting money away for for more and more defaults are going to be coming later this year. So I went over earlier in the video how you are unsecured credit to the bank takes your deposit, they lend it out multiple times, not just once. The banks are lucky to have 5% of cash worth the amount of liabilities. But what many people don't know is how much derivatives banks are holding right now. Derivatives are investments banks use among one another, but many people don't know that the top 25 US financial institutions or US banks have $247 trillion worth of derivatives, much more than US deposits. It's about $18 trillion worth of cash deposits in the banks. Again, the FDIC only insures 1.5% of that, but there is more than 10 times that in derivatives. And just like these toxic subprime mortgages that were lent out to investors in 2008, I think it is going to be some kind of derivative going wrong in the banking system that is going to cause the next financial crisis. And also once when the markets crash and we start to see huge margin calls. So this is just another example of many are showing that your money is not safe in a bank. So you want to diversify your bank accounts, not have all your money with one banking institution, because if they go offline for whatever reason, all your money is stuck with one bank account. You want to diversify. Really also what you want to do is hold some cash on hand in case all payment processes go offline, because this happens again and again and again. But you can't just keep all your money in cash, so you want to have some gold and silver as well to protect against your purchasing power being destroyed every single year to inflation. But everyone, what do you think was the real reason behind this system error that Bank of America and Zelle had? Let me know down below. Now, for all my loyal viewers and subscribers still watching, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.